Alright, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another part. Huge update. We got pretty much all the outer wall built, and you guys will see it in a second as I'm going to come down to the ring, and you're already seeing part of it, but let's go back here. Walking out like we're on the stage, you guys can see it's not as big as I thought it would be from the looks of the bottom bowl, but you have to remember this is just a bottom bowl. The top could be completely bigger. So as you come down here, you see we have the wall. Instead of going straight into suites this time, we're doing a wall. And as I turn around here, you can see it goes around. And we're going to work on finishing up that corner. We also have to do something with this hideous mess, as you guys can see how many times I've actually changed it. Now, the pattern that we're using, and we have to go in and fill this in down here. The pattern we're using makes this super simple to build. It really does, because what you'll notice, and I need to go in here and put in more orange. If I remember correctly, it should be 2, 4. Now, the cool thing about this, and I guess I don't even have to do this, I'm just kind of filling in some orange. The cool thing about doing a pattern like this is I honestly think it's going to translate to the second floor, and it's making me pretty excited. Let's see here. All right, so the last one, you follow this pattern. So it goes back here, and it starts there, then here, there, and then that's when the ones start. Because what you want, and I can double check this, is you want 2 spaces between each one. And you'll see, and then it's 4 by 3. So if I look at it, it goes 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. It's perfect. 1, 2. So we have our outer wall ready to go. So we can just kind of go through. And I like to put in more orange. That way it goes a little faster. I was trying to figure out how much the wall was actually going to be. I extended this over way too far. I can help line it up on this side. And the cool thing is, it just looks really good, in my opinion. I think once I figured out what kind of pattern we were going with, and you just notice, it makes it stand out so much more. And I can't really explain it. I've seen a lot of, some people have asked me, Tubby, why didn't you just go straight to the corners? And my answer is why. Those bowls look bad. They really do. Versus this, you can see it actually keeps its shape. And I wonder if this is more of like a basketball arena than or like a football stadium. I didn't want it to be. I wanted it to be a football stadium. But unfortunately, I don't think we went big enough. I think we would have had to have done 25 rows up and a wider floor. And that's the mistake we always make. You have to lay the floor down big enough. The problem is if you don't use World Edit and you have to lay down all the floor yourself, it is kind of a deterrent to keep going, because you're just laying floor and you're not building or working on anything. You're just building the very, very basic first step, and it does get frustrating, and I can tell you that from personal experience. And you'll notice how crappy the arena is going to look underneath, and that's always a big thing that a lot of people kind of cover up. And in my Raw arena, you know, we built hallways, to cover that, and I don't see too many people doing it. So I don't think we're going to do it in the next few parts, but obviously going through, because this looks hideous. So you got to make the hallways, and that's what we're going to do eventually. Now, if I fly up here and you see what this looks like, we need to put in the staircases for this side. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to space this out. Oops. Oh, wow, we need all the flooring. Get out of the way, bat! I forgot we have to put in all the flooring still on this side. It never got put in. And hopefully, we still have to figure out what we're going to do for the corner pattern, because right now, on this side, it just kind of ends, and it looks like it's too high. We could put in a staircase, and that's part of the reason I left the other side more open, was I wanted to see if we could build some sort of corner staircase. And I don't know how it's going to work with this pattern that we've built. personally, I don't think we're going to be able to, but I'm always willing to give something a try. I just don't know with a 2-1 pattern that we're doing how in the blue moon we're going to get it, but we're definitely going to try, and we're going to get it. As we're just finishing up the final touches of laying this down. And there we go. So now what I was talking about was right here. Now, can we go up with a staircase, something like... The pattern was going in front of it, but let's not do that just yet. Let's... I just want to do this for right now. Oh, come on. Come on, where's the staircase I can just break out? What? There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't know what I was finding on the other side. We're going to lay these floors in. Now, what we could do... This is what I'm wondering. Let's see. From the very bottom, I wonder... if we could do something like this. I don't know if this is going to work where... Let's try it at least to see what it'd look like. So we're coming up. Just like so. I don't know how good it's going to look from this side. But at least it gives us some sort of look. And it's actually super simple to do. I actually think we could almost lay it in there too, but let's go up just higher. Why does that not look right now? That looks wrong. I don't know. We messed up the corner pattern, so we're not going to work on that corner stair pattern just yet. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to go up. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think would work, what you think would look the best, and I will try to, find some sort of pattern, and we'll build it and go with it as I'm going to lay it back in the floor. So we do have to put in the stairs here. So how many are we putting in? There's 3 of them, so we have to keep it to scale. So if I come right here, how many is that from going this way? So we have 1, 2. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about stairs on the ends just yet. There's a lot more we have to do. But you can really see it. I want to fly up super high to kind of get an overhead view of this. It really is starting to take shape. I mean, look at this thing. It is pretty massive. Like I said, I don't think it's as big as my Wrestlemania arena just for, the way we're doing the seats. But this thing is actually pretty huge. And when you consider the final seats are probably going to end up somewhere... We could end almost up here. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but it could end really far up. And if we do go that high, things are going to get crazy and pretty fun, I think. So the last thing I wanted to touch up in this part was, 1, I got to get rid of some of these beds eventually. But we do need to kind of build out these hallway staircases a little bit more. Super simple thing. It's just I'm sick of seeing the light in the tunnel. When you look up, like I don't want to be able to see it. So we're going to build this up. Now, one of my favorite things about doing this series has obviously been, the feedback. I'm looking at a lot of what you guys have to say. And I've been pretty impressed. And I've seen a lot of other people's stadiums, and I'm glad that I kind of inspired that. And I know people were already building the arenas beforehand, but like when, a bigger director kind of covers something, it gives it more, exposure, so to speak. It's like when any other bigger, YouTuber plays a certain game, everybody else starts playing it. So I'm just really glad that I've inspired people to start building. Now, a lot of people always ask me, do you build on like the PC, not the PC edition, like the iPad, or can I have any tips for that? I'm like, bro, I would never have the patience to build on an iPad version. I'm sorry. I tried it on my iPhone once, and I was like, no. I want my mods. I can't even play on Xbox 360. That's too slow. So I have no tips for Xbox 360 or PS3 or iPhone or iPad other than why don't you get the PC version? And unfortunately, Minecraft, for being such a simple game, does take a pretty good computer to run and be able to record. But PlayCloth 5, which is what I use, has absolutely no frame rag. I am recording right now with over 300 frames a second on Minecraft, and I know a lot of people drop down to like 60. So PlayClaw might be something you want to check out. I'm not sure. They're one of my longest running sponsors that I've had, and I've loved them, and I've used PlayClaw since day one. I haven't even thought about any other capture software for the PC. As far as capturing, the iPad or any of that stuff, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there are cables they make where you can record it. If you guys send me videos, if I ever do showcases, unfortunately, pointing your camera at a screen just will not cut it, unfortunately. And I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. As you guys can see, there's going to be a lot more building. Very, very start, but it is looking really good as I'm going to fly down here, fall asleep one time, and I want to come out once from like the superstar perspective and just see what it looks like. There we go. Make it daytime. And then now fly behind the stage. And we're actually going to be able to make the stage a lot bigger. And this will get changed too. This isn't going to stay. This is just kind of for now. You're coming out. You're at WrestleMania. And this is what you see. I mean, there's a lot of fans here. If you think about it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times, 15? And then you could almost say there's 2 seats per section. That's 34 seats times 17. Oh, man, there's a lot of seats here. So this is going to be this is the biggest arena I've built to date. So that is it for this one. What should we work on next? I'm not exactly sure what I kind of want to keep building. I don't know if we're going to do the suite levels next or we're going to build up the upper seats. Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, we will see you guys later.